Strix was the first member of the Waffle crew to arrive, and instantly I fell in love. She is my favorite DP or main DPS to use because her base attack is Fireball, which is pretty slow. So you get to do the 2 barrel and hammer stacks. But on top of that, her basic attack does a pretty good AoE. So she's able to clear lots of mobs with relative ease. And I think she does get like the occasional rare triple stack, but it's very, very, very small. And like you have to do special things. But anyway, her ultimate's also different where her damage type will change. So she doesn't really work well with a Regis, because Regis, you can say, okay, Regis, give me that magic weakness thing. And it's like, all right, you get plates. You want to melee people? You just started meleeing. It's like, oh, great. All right, cool. So yeah, I don't use her polymorph ability much, but also because I just really like the AoE of her base attack. So going into her kit, her items are double self damage, instantly putting her in the like, hi, I'm a damage person area. She has the buffing all damage of champions, and also her 4th item slot is an effect called it boosts an effect called Poor Hygiene, which says whenever enemies approach your formation, they take X amount more damage due to the unique odor. This doesn't mean while they're walking or as it stops. It says once they cross like this line, like basically right here, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere between here-ish, they'll just start to take a lot more damage. Now sometimes this doesn't work to our favor because sometimes the line is here. I get, yeah, it's probably closer to here, and like a ranged mob will be stopping like right there. So they, like, the boss won't benefit from or won't be hurt by Strix's Poor Hygiene, which is kind of an important thing when that's what you need to like get you over the hump there. But to look at the rest of her abilities, she has a rather useless ability called Haunted, which increases the damage of all champions by 800% for each ally in the formation that is dead. First off, it stacks additively, and I don't think any champion doesn't buff 800 at least. Or if they did, then why are you using them if Strix is your main damage? Anyway, so one, it's additively, so it's not even multiplicative, but no one uses dead people yet. So it's kind of a weird one. I know it's thematic, but it's essentially a dead skill. And there are some variants which have like dead-ish slot blockers, but you don't benefit from Haunted from them, whether they've been attacked or not. So it's just actually dead. It could be used in like, okay, maybe you didn't need the buff from one of your allies, but you still, and like they died, but you still needed just that little bit extra to get it over the hump and last hit the boss. But that's so niche and weird that I don't even like it. Her other useful ability is called Death Ward. So if a champion within 2 slots of Strix is about to die, Strix revives them at 50% of their max health, which isn't working right now or wasn't, and takes 50% of her max health in damage. So she'll get hurt, and then the person who was going to die won't die, which is pretty awesome. This can only proc once every 30 seconds, and she can only do it if she can survive. So she can essentially take it twice. Looking at her upgrades, her second thing is Poor Hygiene, and then you get Death Ward, and then her specialization, you have a choice between Panic and Hide. Panic, the attack cooldown is reduced if any ally in the formation is under attack, or Hide increases the cooldown by a second, but it also increases the damage you do by 20%. So generally I pick Hide, but I wasn't doing a Strix main run, and I'm just having fun here. But I think in general, Hyde will be a better option. Always. Let's see. Haunted, whatever. And then self-damage, poor hygiene, and then some haunted buffs. So yeah, she is mostly a damage dealer. However, I do also personally use her as a buffer because I've buffed her items a whole bunch by dumping a lot of contracts onto her. And she's now one of my better buffers. So even if I'm doing like a Birdsong main DPS, I'll keep Strix here for the poor hygiene. Let's see. She's part of the Waffle Crew, so she works great with Diath and Evelyn and eventually Paulton if he ever comes out. But that has been a look at Strix, the chaotic good, age 82, trash witch, sorceress. And she is Bae.